Hello YouTube, welcome to Ohio CO2 Shooter. Please like and subscribe. Today we have the Dan Wesson 715 CO2 Revolver by ASG. It's a 4.5mm or 177 caliber pellet revolver powered by a single 12 gram CO2 cartridge. And here's a quick look at the box. It does come in a very well illustrated cardboard box, which has quite a bit of information printed on it. This is the 2.5-inch rifled barrel model, and it is in the stainless finish. Comes in this very nice illustrated box. Has quite a lot of information on it, front and back and all around. The back, it has some of the history about the Dan Wesson models. This is one of the things that I love about ASG products, is how they come in the really nice boxes. I mean, I bought this several years ago, so I don't know if they still come in these nice boxes, but they do have quite a bit of information on them. All the specs for the gun are on the side of the box, as well as in the owner's manual that comes inside. This isn't new, so I have opened it before. As mentioned before, here's the instructions manual. Do's and don'ts. Mostly don'ts. This is a speed loader, which I haven't even used before, so we'll give it a try later on in the video. That was just a packaging slip. It's definitely a very realistic looking revolver. It is all metal and the grips are rubberized. It's very heavy, very chunky, and it does feel very realistic in the hand. Trademarks and markings. Some are engraved, some are printed. Some seem to be etched into it. It's very shiny. The barrel isn't recessed. The sight is fully adjustable for both windage and elevation. There are no white dots. The grips are rubberized, or just rubber. They have a nice texture. It's very smooth. Like I mentioned before, it doesn't look like a pellet gun at all. It looks very much like a real firearm. So I would definitely be careful and beware of your surroundings outside while shooting. It is all metal. However, I couldn't get the magnet to stick on anything, so it doesn't seem to be any steel. Don't know if it's a die-cast metal, aluminum, but it's very heavy for aluminum. So it's some kind of metal alloy. The cylinder swings out, the little lever in the front. You just push it down and it pops out. And the ejector for the shells. Cartridges, rather. Barrel is rifled. Try to show you here. Don't know what the twist rate is on these, but it is rifled. You can clearly see it. These are the cartridges. You load the pellet from the rear towards the front. The manual safety is hidden nicely right below the hammer on top of the grip. It's very inconspicuous. This part of the grip pops off to reveal the 12-gram CO2 cartridge compartment. It does have the tightening tool integrated into the grip, so you never will lose the Allen key. Pretty smart design. I wish a lot of other companies would do this. Be sure you put that notch in that little hole when you put the grips back on. Snap it back in place. The on, it locks everything. This is a single and double action revolver. Trigger is very heavy in double action. However, in single action, it's a little stiff to pull, but it's not too bad. Heavier in double action since it's rotating and drawing the hammer back at the same time. Inserting the cartridges is very simple. Now, you can preload these with pellets and then insert the cartridges, or you can actually just load the pellets into the cartridges as they are already in the cylinder. Very nice and cool looking CO2 revolver. Let's shoot it. We'll be using some Umarex brand 12 gram CO2 cartridges, and with a drop of Craftsman pellet gun oil on the tip. And I have some extra cartridges that I'll preload. Definitely a must to have if you're going to be doing a lot of shooting or plinking. Craftsman Premier hollow points, these are common. And then I have the RWS Hobbies, which are a flat tip wad cutter style pellet. Always just a drop of Craftsman pellet gun oil on the tip. You can use any type of silicone or non-petroleum based oil. Installing and piercing the CO2 cartridge is very simple. It's very nice to have this handy little tool already integrated into the grip. The sweet hiss of CO2. Put up some pellets. Again, you load these cartridges from the rear. I believe like some of the BB cartridges have the rubber piece on the tip. Therefore, you load those from the front. I haven't tried shooting any BBs out of this. I don't know if you can. I'm sure you can, but I haven't tried putting any of those in. I wouldn't want to use a steel BB on this gun since it has the rifled barrel. Maybe find some lead or I know they have the copper clad lead BBs. They're like the non ricochet type. You could try some of those. Very easy and simple to load these cartridges. I'll be shooting at a paper target, which is approximately 6 to 7 yards away. A quick look at my shooting range, which is in my basement. The typical cluttered American basement. Pretty much have everything down here. Kids' toys, exercise, everything. So just thought I'd share that with y'all. Let's see how this speed loader works. I've never used it before, so let's give it a try. You insert the cartridges, you push and twist, and it locks them into place. This was the first time I've ever used a speed loader, so as you can see I was having difficulty. I inserted it and figured you just push that forward and they should drop in, but I couldn't get them to release for some reason. I don't think I had them far enough in, but they finally dropped. I would assume it should be quicker than that. Let's give it another try. Much better. Much better. Almost as quick as a Rune Rebel reload. Be sure to check out his channel. He has a lot of great videos on there, as well as quite a bit of really good information. He's very good at what he does. Here I'm just going to fire 6 shots. 4 will be in single action, and 2 will be in double action, just so I can show you the mechanics of the gun. The indoor temperature is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. It's been rainy this weekend, so there's a lot of humidity, so as you can see by the vapor coming out of the barrel. Alright, for the target shooting, I'll be loading up the Crosman Premier pellets first. There are the hollow points. I'll shoot 6 shots at each target. My aim is just below the orange target. I rest that on top of the front sight blade. I haven't adjusted the rear sight at all. I've just left it as it is when it first came in the box. The first 6 shots were just everywhere. Very inconsistent. Thing seems to be shooting to the left and low. Now the RWS Hobby, same thing, 6 shots at each target. The same CO2 cartridge. I figured since I'm only shooting 6 shots per target, I won't have to change. Is the same as it was for the Crosman Premiers, just below the orange circle. A little better result than with the Crosman Premiers. Could be the 2.5-inch barrel, or the fact that I'm using wad cutters and hollow points. I guess I could try some dome pellets, maybe in another video, see if I can get a tighter group. But let's shoot some beer cans. These are aluminum, just for fun. See what kind of damage we can do. My backstop is a box. I have 2 sheets of plywood inside of it, and I stuffed it with a bunch of plastic shopping bags, so nothing seems to get through while I'm shooting, especially the more powerful pellet pistols. Be careful when handling cans after you've shot them. You can see there's very sharp edges on them. So there you have it, the Dan Wesson 715 CO2 Revolver 2.5-inch barrel by ASG. It's a fun CO2 replica. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.